Thank you, Chairman Bilirakis. Today, we are considering a broad range of proposals meant to improve people's lives across the country. We are strengthening our supply chains, promoting American innovation and emerging technologies, and improving the safety and reliability of products and services Americans use every day. Thank you to all the members who are leading and working on these bipartisan bills. Representative Johnson and Phillips are working on the Advancing Tech Startups Act, which will look at how to foster a regulatory environment where small businesses and startups can thrive and succeed, not just in places like Silicon Valley. Representatives Joyce and Pence are advancing the Gig Economy Act, and it will review how to help diversify our job market and address labor shortages. And Representatives Miller Meeks, Bouchon, Johnson, Custer, and Schreier are leading on the Critical Infrastructure Manufacturing Feasibility Act to boost American manufacturing. For America to lead, we need to improve the resiliency of our supply chains and prevent China from controlling every aspect of our economy. We're discussing solutions today that will map and monitor our supply chains to identify where vulnerabilities exist, using new technologies like blockchain to do so. It is important that this committee has an across-the-board view on how important blockchain can be. Other bills will encourage private-public cooperation and the voluntary sharing of information, not pressure tactics by the Biden administration. Companies need to know their information is secure and safe in order to participate, and this bill will help establish those assurances. We also need to make sure that information is being shared between businesses and federal agencies. When it's being shared, it is protected and secured. Just this past July, we saw several federal agencies hit in a massive global cyber attack. To mitigate these risks and prevent future attacks, we need to make sure that the information businesses voluntarily submit is protected from bad actors and unnecessary litigation. Our supply chains will never be secure if the government only seeks to throw money at a problem we don't fully understand. Mr. Bouchon's legislation, in coordination with Ms. Blunt-Rochester, will create a program to map and monitor supply chains to identify vulnerabilities and help us better mitigate risk. This builds off the Bipartisan American Compete Act from 2020 by fostering American leadership and innovation in emerging technologies like blockchains and AI. We're also considering proposals that will make products and services safer, increase transparency and disclosures for people across the country. Many of us have heard directly from people in our communities about these issues. Representative David Valadio's bill, for example, would combat romance scams by going after the con artists who prey on lonely people, especially adults over 60 who were scammed for $139 million in 2020 alone. Representative Young Kim's legislation will protect people from deceptive advertising and hidden fees when they're booking travel, so they will know the full price of accommodations like resort fees up front. These fees are often hidden, resulting in people paying much more than they initially expected. A bill by Representative Torres and Gabarino and Clark will help ensure rechargeable batteries used to power products like e-scooters don't explode as a result of inferior quality. Representative Balderson and Representative Castor are leading on a bill so that retractable awnings that are attached to people's homes are safe, secure, and not endangering homeowners and others. Subcommittee Chair Bilirakis and Ranking Member Schakowsky have important legislation to strengthen event ticketing transparency. And Dr. Dunn has a bipartisan proposal so people have the right to repair their vehicles. Members on both sides of the aisle have important perspectives to share on this proposal, and I look forward to hearing those and discussing the amendments to the draft legislation. We are at a critical moment where the status quo is no longer acceptable and clear rules are needed. I hope we can work together to find the bipartisan solutions to provide ease and accessibility to millions of vehicle owners. We have an ambitious docket today, and we still have a lot of work ahead on many of these bills. This is just the next step in the process, and constructive feedback is welcome as we further review and refine our work. This committee has a rich history of coming together on behalf of those we serve, and I hope we'll build on that legacy today with bipartisan agreement and stakeholder support as we move these important solutions forward. I yield back.
I thank the chair, and I'll recognize